because SaberWorks so much. We appreciate it when folks come to join us, to have, again, a treat what this building is about. This building is about community, it's about gathering, it's about doing the work of the city of Monmouth. I ran, not everyone knew what it was. Did we decide the logo? A lot of people thought it was a picture of the Whitner Creek Bridge, which is A, not in Monmouth, and B, not what it was. So there were some misconceptions. So we really talked about how do we think about what Monmouth is. And I think when we ask most people, Monmouth is about this place. Just as this building honors the history and the heritage of our land here in Monmouth, it honors the people who have been here before us and the people who are to come. I think and hope that you will feel the same about our new logo. So I will introduce Saber Jewel to talk to you a little bit about the process, but I am going to take a second, even though I'm sure she'll recognize them. The folks who worked through this process with us, and first of all, you've got to ask some of you over and over and over again about things, and some of you once or twice, and so clearly to our staff and department heads who had a big say in this. But the real fun of this project happened in this room with a small group, and you'll get to meet Erin, our facilitator, designer. I also want to thank Amy Lemko. Amy was part of the small group that critiqued, criticized, picked at, dreamt big pictures of what we thought this should look like and how to best represent ourselves to the outside world. Not able to join us today, Matt Smucker was on that committee, Chantel Romtrin, and Rebecca Salinas Oliveros joined us. So it's a fairly small group, but a sort of a diversity of people with history and sort of newer to the community from different aspects. So it was really fun. It was a great process. We had some good thoughts about what we didn't end up with, but also feel wonderful about sharing this with you officially and with the rest of the community starting on the 4th of July. So I will let Saber Jewel take it from here.
Right. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you. And thank you, Suzanne. My name is Saber Jewel. I am communications coordinator for the city, like Cease mentioned. Suzanne is my lovely assistant this evening. Suzanne, you can go ahead and go to the next slide. We talked a little bit at a town hall not too long ago about why we even took on this rebrand, and Cease mentioned it a little. A lot of it has to do with credibility. If you look at that logo, how heavily pixelated it is, that's just a low quality art, and none of it was consistent from department to department. The green of City of Monmouth is far different than the green of Power and Light and far different than the blue over at Public Works. And that just lacks consistency. And when someone's looking at where they want to work and live and start a business, they're looking for that kind of quality and they don't even realize how important that is. So that was part of the driving factor for us, was to just kind of elevate our brand in the way that this town really deserves. And Cease mentioned Alter Media. That's the group, Aaron and Nate right back there. Wave. They're 2/3 of Alter Media. We were very, very lucky when we set out for who was going to do this. We got a lot of local talent back, and we have no end to the talent in this town, but we were thrilled that Alter Media put in to do this project. They've worked with MyNet, they've worked with the Downtown Dallas Business Association, and they've done so much work around town, you've seen it, and you just don't know you've seen it, because they're working a lot in Dallas, Independence, and Monmouth, doing this type of work. Their brand is all about storytelling and videography and graphic design, and you'll get to meet them later and talk to them if you like about their process, but we did not do this alone. We, like Cease mentioned, got together with a small group of people, but before we even got together, we sent out a survey to the community because we were not going to take this on, and this is Aaron's suggestion. Why would you want to create something without the community's input first? Because then you show them what you did and they go, but what about this incredible thing? And you go, oh God, That would have been a really great idea. So we sent out a survey to the community, and it went up from about November to January of this year. And over 265 people filled it out. And we took that information, fed that to Aaron and Nate, fed that to our working group, and over the last several months have been working every month, several hours at a time. And we looked at those survey results before we even looked at a drawing, right? We really cared about the consideration of what this community thought. This is a picture of some of the work group. There's Matt Smucker and Amy and Aaron and Nate. You can't see Chantel over there, Rebecca. This group was so conscious about not just themselves and how they felt, but they really wanted to know who was being left out with any design we created. What group won't feel like this represents home for them? And it was great to see those conversations, like Cease mentioned. We didn't always agree on everything, but the heart of it was there. And we went back to those survey results and made sure that it reflected what the community thought, and not just what our small group of people thought. Of course, I had to show it to all the department heads because they're going to be rolling around with vehicles in this. We let our city councilmen and councilwomen have a shot at giving some feedback. And what I feel is designed is something that captures the vibrancy of this community, the inclusivity of this community, how people feel when they are here, whether they are visiting, whether they've grown up here, spent all their life here, whether they're new to town and they just realize they want to stay. We are lucky because of all the farmers and the artisans we have and our college students. And this place is just so incredibly fruitful. And so, one more. This is our logo. Yeah, y'all can clap. Clap for this. It's beautiful, it's bright, it shows the trees, the landscape, the upward motion, the sunrise, the beautiful agriculture. We hope that you will love this as much as we do, and every time we look at it, I think we're loving it more. We have some stickers for you today. You're going to be the first people to get the new swag of this. I did show it to a kid at Dutch Brothers today, and he said he'd like to see it on a hat, Mayor, so it looks like the kids at Dutch want me to make hats. What's next for this? As of 6:30 this evening, this is what you're going to see. Oh, good timing. Isn't that great timing? As of 6:30 this evening, our website is going to reflect this change. I'm very quickly going to have this updated on social media. But you're going to still get envelopes with the City of Monmouth old logo on it for a pretty long time, guys. We have boxes of envelopes that I'd like to get through. So you are still going to see it on some paper, but just know that this is what we hope that you will fall in love with for many years to come. So thank you. Please eat some food. Stay for the council work session if you'd love to see your government in action. And thanks, and we hope that we'll see you at our next group gathering, which is a town hall on the 15th in this room. All right. Please eat food. Enjoy the rest of the night. Oh, we could. No, it didn't fail. It went perfectly.